Hello everybody, once again welcome to adEthos.com. In this part of the tutorial we are going to see how we can create an animation ad. So let's get started. So in the dashboard on the left hand side you can find a option create new ad. Click on that, and we are in this tutorial we are going to create a iPhone animation ad. So I am giving this name iPhone animation ad and then click on create. So before we create a animation ad, what I wanted to visualize that you have seen a drama act, okay, in a play, a school play, wherever there is a drama act, and on a stage there is one background and the actors are doing their acting, and there is definite time for that act. Same concept you need to apply here. There is going to be one background, in front of background we have adEthos who are doing some animation, and there's a definite time for that animation. So think like animation as a animation act here. So keep this concept in your mind, and I have also written some steps which make our animation ad creation process little bit easier. So let's follow these steps also. So what's the first step? It is saying add the animation background. So this is our animation background. First layer is going to be your animation background. So first step is done. Second step, it is saying select the size of canvas for animation ad. Okay, we need to select the size for your animation ad. So let me change this one. Let me select this and let's reduce it to 700. Second step is also done. The next step is attach any image to the background and set the opacity to 0 in case you don't want to show the background. If you want to show the background in your ad, in your animation ad, that's fine. If you don't want to show the background, it's also fine. You just need to set the opacity of that image to 0. So let me show you what that step means. So I have one transparent category. I have kept some transparent image. So this is an image. Let's fit it, and since I don't want to show this image, okay, so I want to keep my background as a transparent, so I am setting this opacity to 0. And if you have any background image, you can set it. In that case, you don't need to change the opacity to 0. But anyhow, in any case, you need to attach an image, and if you want to show, just leave it. If you don't want to show, change the opacity to 0. So this step is also done. Next step is add the number of layers depending upon the number of image. So let's go to your ad set. So these are the assets which we are going for our dynamic ad iPhone ad. So 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6. There's 6 ad assets. So depending on the number of ad assets, you need to create a number of layers. So let's do these steps. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I have added 6. So this step is done, and what is saying, initially set the timing to those layers to 0 so that you can see whether the images are placed properly or not. So before this steps, you need to do one more step, attach the images to those layers. So let's do that. So this is the first layer. So we haven't uploaded our ad asset yet. So click on create a new category, and in that case give a category name. So I'm going to give iPhone animation ad asset, and then click on create. So it will create a category by that name, iPhone animation ad asset. Here you need to upload your ad assets. So these are our ad assets. I'm going to upload here. Done. So this step is done. So let's see our steps now. So next step it is saying is add the images to their respective layers. So let's start images to their respective layers. So this is background, this is the first layer. So first image is going to be this one. Let's add the second one is going to be this one. Let's add the third is going to be this one. Let's add one more. Let's add one more. Next. Let's add the last one. This is going to be last. So we have done with these steps. So next step, it is saying start positioning the images on canvas, and initially set the timing of those layers to 0 so that you can see whether the images are placed properly or not. So let me explain what this step means. So we need to start positioning. So this is our canvas, think like a stage. We need to position these characters. Characters here is add assets, where you want to appear, show, or these add asset. Same thing like our stage, drama stage, where we want to, where the actor should start, should be positioned and do their acting. Same thing we need to apply here, where we need to position your add asset to the canvas. So let's start positioning one by one. So first this image. So first let it fit to the whole canvas, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to decrease its width. Okay, here. So to visualize it clearly, let's change the background to something like red, so that we can clearly see all those images. Okay, now it's easily visible. So this is our image. So I'm going to place it here. This is looking good. Okay, so we place this asset here. Next asset is this. So let's fit it, and you know it's not looking good. You need to resize it. I want it to place here. This one, like here. You want to decrease the width, you can decrease it a little bit. That's fine. Now let's position the next image. Here. So let's fit it, and then same thing we need to do. We need to resize it, and then we can resize it. And let's place it here. Yes, yeah. That's fine. Let's set the position of next image. So this is already set, this image. Same step, click on fit, and then resize it. Resize it wherever you want to. After resizing a little bit more, let's place it here. Now let's resize the next image. This is same step, fit, then you need to resize it. So resizing is very easy. Resize it, and then what you need to do, you need to place it. So let's place a little size, a little bit more. Let's place here, and similarly the last image. So no need to fit it. Okay, so let's place here. Okay, since I don't want to add this background color, what I can do, I can go and change the background color to white only. That's fine. So the next step is saying is, if you read it, initially set the timing of those layers to 0 so that you can see whether the images are placed properly or not. So what does it mean? It is saying that set this timing to 0 for all the layers. Just it will like, just suppose this is like a banner ad. Set the timing to 0. So let's set the timing of all the layers to 0. This is also 0. Let's make this also 0, and this also 0. That's it. And now you can see how these images are looking, and click on all view. So you can see these two sizes are very big as compared to this. So adjust these two, and the position is also not right, so position it correctly. First thing, we need to reduce the size of this one image. So let's resize it a little bit. So you can see the size here. height, you can see the height here. Height is 48. So keep that in mind. Height, you can use the help of height. This height is 48 and position is there. So same height should be there. This height is more. Let's make this height 48. Let's place it as position is fine. Let's also make this size 48 and place it there, here something. Now see whether it's looking fine or not. This is looking fine. This is also fine. This is also fine. Same thing. You need to increase a little bit size of these two. Little bit more size. Actually, not size. You increase the width so that they look little bit denser. Height is 48, fine. 48, fine. Let's see how it is looking. It's looking good. This image we need to put little bit down. Little bit down, and the first image is looking little bit more closer, so we need to stretch. No, it's not this. Let's make it 48. Send 48. Place it here. Let's see. This is looking good. This image little bit here. You can see. These are equally spaced. This image is not equally spaced. Just pull it little bit upward. Now let's see again. Oh, why not to pull this image little bit down? Let's do that one. So this adjustment is requiring time. Let's see how our image is looking now. So you can see all the images are looking perfectly fine. Now we can proceed with the next step. So what's the next step? So next step is saying decide the time for your animation. So here I want to say something. If you haven't watched my previous tutorial, please have a look on it. I have clearly explained how you can use the layer time and overlap time for your animation head. Now back to the subject. So here you can see these are all the set. So what kind of animation I want? So I'm explaining one animation to you. See what I want this image to appear first on the screen. After 2 seconds this image should appear. After 1 second this image should appear. After 1 second this image. After 1 second this, and after 1 second this. And what I want this order now to appear for 3 seconds, and all these images should appear until our animation is not getting ended. So let's start deciding the timing of these layers. So always start from bottom. So order now as set I want this to appear for 3 seconds. So set it to 3. Okay, now since order now this image, last image, is appearing after 1 second of this image. So so the timing for this image is going to be 1 plus whatever the animation time left after this. So 1 plus 1 animation time left after this is 3. So 1 plus 3 is going to be 4. So this layer animation time should be for this layer should be 4. Now since 1 second is order now is appear after 1 second of this image. Okay, so after 1 second of this image the time left is 3. So all the 3 second will going to overlap with this order now image. Now let's move to decide this layer time. So same concept you need to apply. So this image is appear after 1 second of this image. So the time for this image is going to be 1 plus whatever the total animation time left after this. So total animation time left after this is 4. So 1 plus 4 is going to be 5. Same concept, since this image is appear after 1 second of this image. So after 1 second of this image, total time left for this layer is 4. So all the 4 second is going to overlap with this layer. Okay. Same concept you need to apply for this layer also. Since this layer is appear after 1 second of this layer, so after 1 second of this layer, total animation time left is 5 only. So 1 plus 5 is going to be 6. So we are we have set to 6, and this image appear after 1 second of this image. So after 1 second of this image, total time left is 5. So all the 5 second which left after 1 second is overlap with this image. So all this 5 second is going to overlap with this image. Same here. After this image appear after 1 second of this image, and after 1 second of this image, total time left for animation is 6. So 1 plus 6 is going to be 7. And this image, okay, this 12 megapixel camera image appear after 1 second of this image. So after 1 second of this image, total time left is 6. So all the 6 time which left is going to overlap with this bottom image. Similarly, now this image and this image, this images appear after 2 seconds of this mobile image. So after 2, so for the timing for this image is going to be 2 plus the animation time left after this. The animation time left after this is 7 only. So 2 plus 7 is going to be 9. So we need to set this time to 9. If you have any confusion, you can please watch my previous tutorial. You will clearly there I have clearly explained all this concept, and it's very easy. So have a look at that video. Now back to the subject. So it's going to be 9 seconds, and since this image appear after 2 seconds of this image, so after 2 seconds of this image, total time left is 7. So all the 7 seconds of this image is going to overlap with this image. So you need to set the overlap time to 7. Now this is a background image. So this mobile image is appear as soon as background is appear. So means all the there is no delay. So all the time is overlapping here. So you can set it to 9. Let's see whatever we have set it we are achieving or not. Click on all slide. So you can see this image is appeared after 2 seconds. This is appeared after 1 second. This after 1 second. This after 1 second. This after 1 second. This, and this will going to appear for 3 seconds. So everything is working perfectly fine. Now we can go with our next step. So next step is saying add appear effect and disappear effect to the layers. So let's start putting appear and disappear effect. What I wanted to do, I want this image to appear as a slide in left and disappear as a slide out left. So let's start put. So you can say slide in left, slide in not right, slide in left, okay, and disappear as a slide out left only, okay. Now for these images I wanted to slide from right and slide out from right only. So the appear effect is going to be slide in right, and disappear effect is going to be slide out right. Same effect I want to put for this thing, slide in left, right, disappear, slide out right. For this image also, appear effect is going to be slide in right, disappear effect is going to be slide out right. For this image also, appear effect is going to be slide in right, disappear effect is going to be slide out right. And now for this image, like order now button image, what I want to appear as a some attention seeker. You can see here the attention seeker. So you can choose whatever attention I want. This shake effect, you can see if I click on current share, so it will shake like this. So it's perfectly fine for our setting. Okay, now we have set done with this. Let's see how our ad is looking now. So this appears fine, this is working fine, this also working fine, this also working fine, this also working fine, this is also working fine. Now we can proceed with the next step. So what's the next step is? So next step is, if you want to repeat the animation, then use the loop animation button and pause time. So yeah, suppose if you want to repeat the animation, then you need to toggle this on. And if you want to take some time before repeating the animation, you can use this pause time. So I am setting the pause time to 1 second. So let's see how our animation is going to look now. perfectly fine, it's perfectly fine, perfectly fine, perfectly fine. Now it will after 1 second it will restarting the animation again. So this is the use of this loop animation time and pause time. Now let's see the next step. The next step is add a link to add link. So what does it mean? Suppose on click of order now button, I want take user to the apple.com website. So how can I do this? apple.com. So I want to take the user to the apple.com website. So what you need to do, when you order image, you need to link an URL and paste the whatever URL, or be remember, don't do www.com everything, paste the full qualified URL like http://www.apple.com. so this step is also done. So any step is left? No, everything is working fine, and the last step is to publish it. So let's do the publish. So ad successfully gets saved. Now let's see how ad is looking now. Click on share, copy the share path, and then what you need to do, you need to just paste it in new tab. So you can see your ad. So it is working perfectly fine. If you click on order now button, it will take me to apple.com website. So thanks for watching again. See you in your next tutorial.